All right. So for this division, we're going to need a trick. I want to show you something. You notice that, for example, when we would do something, say like 0.24 divided by 0.6, we would write it as 0.6, 0.24, move the decimals. And again, this moves once to make this a whole number. So we only move this one once. And sometimes we get a decimal in there. And then we're going to copy the decimal point up here. And then we'll start our division just pretending that decimal point here is covered up. It doesn't exist. Well, why not just move it up and be done with it? There's a reason for that. We still sometimes want to use this as a decimal number. And the reason is the following. Now, for this problem, it won't make a difference. But for this problem, it will. 2.4 is the same as 2.40, which is the same as 2.400. So why tack on these useless numbers? How is that going to help us divide? Well, let's do this example. This fact is going to help us a lot. So we'll set this up long division form. And we're going to move our decimal point. Turn this into a 95. The decimal point moves 3 spaces. Until it's 95 and 4.56. Then we copy the decimal. And it's 95, 4.56. With a decimal above. And again, these two are lined up. So now we do the division. 95 won't go into 4. 95 won't go into 45. But 95 does go into 456, at most 4 times. So we're going to take that answer 4, put it over the last digit of the number we divided 95 into, 456. Again, pretending that's not actually there. Pretending that decimal point's not there. So the last digit is 6 for 95 into 456, at most 4 times. There we go. And 95 times 4 is 380. And subtracting, we're going to get 76. Now, this is a bit new here. Usually, in the other examples, we get 0. But we've got something that's not 0. And 95, and we could keep dividing, but 95 is too big for 76. It doesn't go in there. So here's the trick. 4.56 is the same as 4.560. This gives us another number we can drop down. Now we can't just put in any number. If I was to put a 4 here, it wouldn't work. 4.56 is not the same as 4.564. That's no good. We can't do that. But 4.56 is the same as 4.560. They're exactly the same. So we're still working with the same problem, even though we put this other 0 here. So that means this is okay. We can do this. So how does this help? We can bring down this extra 0. This is a trick we can do in division. If there's another digit here, we can bring it down. So 95 goes into 760. Well, it turns out 8 times. So now we have a number that's big enough for 95 to divide into. And in fact, it divides in perfectly because 8 times 95, 760. And if we subtract, we get 0 and we're done. So the answer, well, we have this blank spot here, so we got to put a 0 there. We'll put zeros in the blank spots. So 0 for the blank spot, and then 4, 8. And that's it. So any questions about that, let me know.